Yo, what's going on, everybody, man? Welcome to yet another episode of For Dads Only for the dads. Yo, y'all ain't been. Let me tell you something. Okay, we're on fucking Spotify, and we're on several other platforms that I can't name right now because I don't listen to them myself. But salute to them if we're getting listens over there. But we finally on Spotify. Get your ass over there. Okay, I put this episode out before it comes out on YouTube. Just let everybody know. I added a little caveat. All right. So you get it on Spotify first, then you come here and you get your shit. But welcome everybody. We got a full house again, 2 weeks in a row. Let's see. Let's do a counter. You know how the warehouse jobs got that no incident counter? We're at day 2, baby. We're week 2. All fathers here. So let's see how long we get that busting. But we got Breeze in the building. We got Robisco. And we got Gerry out of space. Gerry.
What's up, man?
What do you think about that Batman trailer?
Well, seeing as how you gonna already do like your real reactions to it, which I was a little offended about. Like you could have had me in on this one.
Hey, I'm putting you at the forefront right now.
And I want to put out there I am highly excited for this version of Batman because this is gonna be the first time we actually see Batman the detective. And that's something that has been lacking in every single Batman movie that has ever came out. You never seen him be a genius, and he going up against the Riddler, who I feel like this is going to be a cold-ass villain.
Cold-ass villain.
Like, this Riddler is a serial killer.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay. Then you got Catwoman in there. Then you got the Penguin in there. Like, they trying to
Whoa, did you see the Penguin? Nah, break it down for me. Where you see the Penguin at?
Colin Farrell, he the Penguin. You know
that? When I was watching the trailer, I was pointing it out. I was like, ooh, there go Riddler. I know Riddler shit. I'm like, okay, Catwoman. Yeah. I did not see no inkling of the Penguin. That's dope.
Yeah, Colin Farrell is the Penguin.
They just dropped another trailer.
Oh, they dropped another? I ain't gonna watch that one. I did too much.
Who dropped another trailer?
I got a YouTube alert that said it was another trailer out. And it looked like, I don't know. I ain't even watch it though.
I mean, Rob, you donning a Batman shirt. Did you watch the trailer?
Yes, sir. Highly excited. Hey. Got a young Batman kicking ass. And yeah, like Gerry said, man, detective, man.
Detective shit. Yeah, that's gonna be hard.
That's been lacking, man. He whooped the shit out that dude in the
I want to say if I could get that little ass whooping that he put in there, if I could see that throughout the movie a few times, in my opinion, I know a lot of people who don't agree with this, but Ben Affleck is my favorite Batman.
Agreed. Right after Keaton, I go Ben Affleck. I'm with you 100%.
Ben Affleck only because he's the only one that has physically shown that he could be Batman. I mean, with Christian
and
Bale,
spooky and terrifying.
We never really seen him like when he had those fights. Like the camera's always moving around and shit, and he's just like, all right, and he was getting his ass whooped too many times by too many regular people.
Agreed.
Breeze over there looking like, nigga, what you talking about? You know, Christian Bale was getting his ass. He got whooped by Ra's al Ghul.
First off,
He got bit by a dog. You know what I'm saying?
First off, Christian Bale is the most immature. Like, he was not cool at all. When I think of Batman, bro, I think of a genius detective first, right? That's the first thing I think of. Then the second thing I think of is a mysterious, suave-ass billionaire, because that's his cover.
Now, I will say he played
the Playboy part
pretty good.
Yeah. No, he didn't.
Like the Bachelor. Nigga burned his house down in the prison.
Because he looked corny when he had walked in with the 2 chicks with him. Like, but
that's because we know it's fake.
But answer this.
In the movie universe, they was like, okay, he a billionaire, drunk ass motherfucker doing whatever you want to do.
Hey, but answer this though. I'll put this up in my trailer, in my reaction. I want to get your take on it first, and then we'll finally get into the episode. I know I was just excited to talk to this nigga Gerry about it. Because I don't watch trailers.
I would talk about Batman again without me. You do that.
I'm sorry. I got it. I didn't even want to do it. And then I got flack from this nigga Breeze because he know I don't watch trailers. But the people I was
he
getting
was like, I don't watch trailers.
I don't watch
trailers.
trailers.
Nigga watch it right now.
I don't, but niggas wanted me to watch it and wanted me to do a reaction on it. I did it for the culture. So check this out. Now, I said that anybody could be Batman. Like the character Batman. The real acting comes from being Bruce Wayne. Because everybody was concerned about acting.
No.
You don't think so?
Anybody can't be. I mean, George Clooney and Val Kilmer has shown you that anybody can't be fucking Batman.
No. I'm saying they showed you they can't be Bruce Wayne.
No, Batman. They can't be fucking Batman too.
Nigga, you cannot say a bunch of words and whoop ass. Now the choreographer might have been bad.
You mean to tell me George Clooney and Val Kilmer were good Batman?
No, I'm not saying good, but you can be Batman. Like,
were they believable? Was Batman
when they didn't talk?
That Val Kilmer shit was horrible.
First off, I really like that Val Kilmer.
Smiling like as like who does like you ain't never seen Batman smile like
the only part that killed me about Val Kilmer, and I don't know if it was one of y'all who brought it up. Oh, somebody, yeah, when he jumped up and started screaming, I'm Batman. Yeah, that was weird.
I'm Batman.
That was the only thing that fucked my head up. And I was like, you know what? No,
Batman would never do no shit like that.
He would have never did no shit. He's correct.
He would never did no shit like that. Ever.
Never. Okay. All right. So maybe I was, okay, fuck it. That was my hot take. But we lost Rob. He's probably having some children issues. And speak of the devil. But
relocate.
No, I'm children free, player.
Oh, nice. Now that we moved off of the Batman topic, which had nothing to do with today, I was just excited. I ain't talked to this nigga all week, so I just wanted to pick Gary's brain about it. And did you like the Purge feel with the people with the paint? Like, oh, I love the darkness. All right, that was it. That was
I ain't no Purge feel, but that was kind of. I mean, that was kind of.
The like face paint.
Yeah, I feel like that was like alluding to the Joker or something, but I thought it was kind of dope.
Okay, all right. But yes, okay, I'll psych your mind. All right, we're back again. Now, today's topic, all right, is inspired by my past 2 weeks of teaching my son how to ride a bike. It then made me think, what? Like, I was judging myself on this. I was like, first off, he's 13. He should have been learned how to ride a bike. And if I don't ever teach him how to ride a bike, I feel like I would have failed as a father. Like I feel like there's certain shit you need to pass on to your kids to qualify on some dad shit. All right. So I wanted to pick y'all brain if y'all felt the same way that I felt. Like, is there certain things or one super thing in y'all book, y'all checkoff book of fatherhood to be like, my kid needs to learn this, needs to know this, whether they want to or not, whether it's useful in life or not. This is the thing or things. Y'all got anything like that? Grilling, cooking.
I mean, just independence.
I do have a list of things that my son definitely should know before he turns 18.
Okay. Oh, now see, that's interesting. Go ahead, Gary. I want to hear this. You have a list before 18 of a check, like this nigga needs to have this.
You need to know these things before you go out there and get into the real world.
All right, go ahead. Bust it down.
Are you gonna know? You want me to bust it down?
Or give me your most important. I don't know how long your list is, but give me the ones that mean the most to you.
Quite extensive. But I mean, one thing I feel like he definitely has to know how to be able to effectively communicate and maneuver in different environments. So be that when he around his people and when he around like in a professional or corporate white environment, he's got to know how to be able to maneuver around those type of people. One thing that I'm trying to start teaching him now is financial. So I'm trying to work on him with like saving stuff. So I'm laying out like money and trying to let him understand the value of it. And hopefully we'll build on that from there.
Okay, so money and learning how to switch it on and off from your personal life to your business life when it comes to communication. So
right now you can do what you do at school, and then when we at home. So right now I'm even seeing it now. He acts different when he at home than when he is when he at daycare.
Okay.
So we've been kind of working on that now. I've been laying down that foundation since he's been out here. But also, knowing how to cook, that's something I'm definitely planning on trying to teach him probably when he gets around.
Now, do you think that is that high in your list? Him knowing how to cook? Yeah.
Yeah. So
okay.
That way he don't have to rely on or expect, you know what I'm saying, from a woman, anybody that's something that should be cooking for him or something like that. I don't want him to. What Rob was speaking on was that independence, like definitely teaching him to be, because he's already kind of independent now. When he want to do everything on his own, but just making sure that he has the things all the things I didn't have growing up, and I'm trying to instill that in him, prepare him for the world, even though it's probably gonna be different 18 years from now, but it's still laying down a foundation for him that's something to build on.
Okay, all right. I feel that, yeah, definitely that. I agree 100% with that cooking shit. I was taught how to cook and that shit has served me well. Like, for one, I need him to know how to cook. So, like you said, he ain't got to depend on nobody, and he be out there at least could whip up a few struggle meals. Because you need to learn how to whip up a struggle meal. Because I don't know how your life gonna turn out. We could give our kids everything, but you know what I'm saying? So struggle meal A, then we could get into some fancier shit when you get the bag. I'll show you how to work the temps and how to do little extra shit. But and then also that's how I gotta teach my son, like, that food is how you get your lady, bruh. Like, if you could tell her, like, nah, ma, we ain't eating out today. I went grocery shopping. I got something for you, nigga. I don't know. If it's some young niggas out here, or if it's some older niggas just kicking it with us, this is what you need to push upon the young ones. Like, bruh, you ain't gotta drop that bag on no fucking dinner. Women love to eat. Like, just know how to cook. Like, if you prepare some shit and pick your master one meal. I'm not telling you to be fucking Bobby Shea or who is
Bobby Flay.
Bobby Flay. Gordon, I ain't telling you be them niggas be like, oh, I could cook anything. No, pick one fucking meal that you know that your mama said, that your grandmama said, baby, when you come, make this. Make that for a woman. All right.
You need at least 3.
At least 3, but master one.
3.
You got to have
you need to master 3, because you gotta be able to go like, hey, I could come with more than boom, you ain't know a nigga could do this. Boom, you ain't know a nigga could do that. Speaking of personal experience, I can say
3.
I've been able to bag quite a few just based off being able to cook or whip something up.
Well,
be able to set the mood and ambiance for
see, Gerry is the type to put that playlist on, because I got that same playlist. I got that company playlist where it's only, all I gotta do is press play and I let it fly.
Setting the mood.
Setting the mood. You play the music. You get the food. Ooh.
Let me tell you something.
Go ahead, Rob. Now see, you got boys and girls, all right? So Gary's is heavy on the boy side. What you got? I know you got both worlds. I don't even know how the fuck you go with the twins. Do you teach them how to, like, unite and one becomes the head and one's the leg when it's time to fight? Awesome.
No,
some kung fu shit.
They already have that. All right. So the one that came out first, that's Nyla. She already took the lead. So she's the dominant one, the negotiator. The other one, she's feisty, and so they feed off each other. So I'm just trying to guide them and make sure they know what love is. That's big on my girls, so they don't have to seek that. That's one thing you don't have to seek, because I love you. You know what that look like. You know
teach
what
them
that.
Love.
You know how to identify that.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Off the pole.
You get what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna raise girls with daddy issues. I tell you that.
That's a fact.
That's not gonna happen.
So you talking about teaching your girls love?
Yes, and know what that looks like, and I give them examples every day. How I interact with their mother, how I interact with them. This is what it looks like, and you know what's
so funny? That subconsciously, it's like we need to teach our girls love. Like, teach her love. Nothing about your son with the love. You ain't even mentioned this nigga when it came to teaching him love. It's like, you a guy, you'll figure that part out, nigga.
I'm getting to
right,
that.
now I get you. No, I get you. So you started with the girls. That's why I found it interesting.
Okay. Yeah.
I
had to get that out the way. I'm getting the girls out the way.
Okay.
That's what I'm stressing with the girls and making sure they identify that and just, you know, financial. I mean, we all touched on that. We all want our children to be financially aware and basically Camille's in the atmosphere, you know, basically learn how to adapt to your environment. You know what I'm saying? Give you the tools to be able to adapt to.
Thank you, Breeze. I was like, who the fuck is Camille, and why do we have to strive to learn? Like, that nigga said, teach them how to be Camille's. I was like, who the fuck is Camille? Kamala? Like, oh, like, my bad. All right, go ahead.
And for my son, I'm stressing survivor skills. You know, to be able to live on your own, survive on your own, and I'm gonna give you those tools every day. You get what I'm saying? And just not going away from just
what do those survival skills include? Like, give me a survival skill kit. Like, what is the essentials in the survival skill for your son?
You know how to cook, clean. You know what I'm saying? You know how to change a tire. You know how to just survive.
Okay, stay on that. Change a tire.
In all types of situations. So change a tire is in that. You know what I'm saying? You know, just know how to be handy around the house. You get what I'm saying? Everything to be able to obtain a household when you choose to have one by yourself or with your lady, man.
Now, is you not teaching your girls? What's a
I'm
survival?
teaching my girls that too, but I'm stressing the love.
Okay.
I'm stressing I'm stressing the love with the girls. That's my first thing.
I'm asking because it's interesting.
Can I play devil's advocate?
It's interesting. Yeah, go ahead, please, Gerry, because you look like the devil right now with the bang.
So, and stressing and focusing on love with the girls, did you think that maybe in the future they're gonna go out in the world looking for that, and they might get a little disappointed when they find out that it's gonna be hard to find that kind of love they looking for out here, or they're gonna be looking for that in all their partners?
I mean, your fear is that Rob is gonna set the bar too high for love?
I mean,
my approach to the parenting thing, I'm going to communicate with my kids and I'm going to explain things in areas that I felt like should have been explained a little bit more, or I could have had that conversation with my parents a little bit more. So in those aspects, when it comes up, of course, when they get, middle school and above, yeah, I want them to be able to come to dad, you know, have those conversations and talk, and you know, we'll be able to get through that.
In my experience, that females that got like solid relationship with their father, like they be good women, but they can't pick men for shit
at all.
Oh,
and I think Breeze know what I was getting at. I feel like they're gonna be.
I know what he getting at too.
Into, you know, the wrong situations, because that's what they was like. That's all they know. Like, man, I know they gotta love this man, right? Even though he might be, you know what I'm saying, treat me like shit.
Well, it's gonna come with explanation, but at the end of the day, you can try your best. Like, you can give your child all the tools in the world, and they can go out and do what the hell they want. Like, I'm a split image of all my mama kids. You get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it is what it is, right?
You a split image of all your mama
not
kids.
A split image. I'm different than the rest of them. You get what I'm saying? If it makes sense, man. But at the end of the day, it is what it is.
I swear, somebody, you just said I'm a spitting image of all my
I know.
kids.
I meant. That's not what I meant to say. I meant to say.
Well, what you meant to say?
Wait, what I missed? What this nigga say? God damn it! God damn it! What he say?
Split image, all his mama kids.
And I was like, wait, what?
That's like, not what I meant to say.
He was like, if you know what I mean. No, nigga, we don't know what
I don't.
We all different, man. We all different, but at the end of the day,
split image.
You can give your kids the tools to try to survive. It's up to them to really do it, but for me, I'm gonna give my children all the tools to be able to be the best they can be, and it's up to them. And that's all you can do as a parent.
And I think one thing that also I'm learning to focus on is just letting a kid be a kid and letting them experience like actual childhood and not expose them to like. I mean, I'm expose my son to like some real stuff, but then at the same time, I'm gonna keep him let him enjoy being a child, and I have to, grow up too fast.
Hey, but I'm gonna tell you right now, because you got the one, you ain't got no choice, brother. He gonna be exposed to more adult shit than he is kid. I mean, like you could do your best to keep it kid, but when he's the only one, kids are so absorbent. And then they just learn how to be comfortable in a room full of adults because that's what they see every day. So then they start to. That's how my son is. Like, when he was the only one for the longest. So like, he would just pick up like this vocabulary, and he'd just be beyond the kids his age because they got other brothers and sisters around their age and shit. So they had more communication with kids. So they seen what it was like to be a kid. When you the only one, your only example of how to be a person is a bunch of adults. So you just like, all right, this is how it goes. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I feel you though. That's important. Breeze, what you got on your must-do list? Because you got a whole nation, so this should be I know you probably got a compact list. Like, look, it's too many of y'all, so check this out. I just need you to know three things. Right, like 3 things.
Out.
Keep her off the pole. Any Insta-only shits in the future. Job well done. Nah.
Facts.
Bullshit aside.
I mean, that is true though. But you got to throw in OnlyFans.
I said Insta-only.
Oh.
Insta only, yeah.
Nah, but I mean, shit, she's solid at 10. Like, you know what I'm saying? As far as it's just reinforcing shit like a strong work ethic. You know what I'm saying? And showing her, you know what I'm saying, how she should be courted. You know what I'm saying? Like, we do shit like you know what I'm saying, I'll take out to eat just her or whatever, or
daddy-daughter dates.
Sometimes when I bring her mama, or I won't even she start noticing if I bring some flowers home for her, she's like, well, where my flowers at? You know what I'm saying? So now she'll get flowers on the fly, little shit like that. I mean, the independence is that's key for all of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't have to be dependent on nobody for shit as far as when it's time for them to journey, you know what I'm saying, into adulthood. Obviously, the teenager in the house, you know what I'm saying, shit is a little bit more accelerated on the what's finna be real out here. So, and a lot of those lessons are, you know what I'm saying, it's like, gotta know, you gotta learn fat, mean, greasy. So, don't call that shit growing pains for nothing.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Just remembering that kids gonna be kids, they're gonna make mistakes. Just be here to, you know what I'm saying, keep on, you know what I'm saying, in their corner to a certain extent though. Cause I'm not encouraging none of the bullshit behaviors. And you can always depend on dad, cause that shit's dead.
Okay, Uncle Frank.
Not gonna be one of those.
Okay, Uncle Frank.
I love Gary's transition off of Uncle Frank. This is the greatest shit ever.
Because I'm on season 5 now, and
this nigga.
When he stood his ass,
him get down on Dorian and let him know, hey, that was stupid. Your ass got to go.
His ass hit him with the
Uncle Frank. I see him. Right before he found out he was his daddy, man, he was laying a law down on him, man.
It's like, I feel like he needs to, when it comes to my side, I got like Gerry said, I got a whole list of shit, nigga, you need to know. So that bike riding shit, I felt like I met a 20-plus-year-old that don't know how to ride a bike. And I said, oh, hell no. I couldn't, no. That's not going to happen. That's not going to be my child. I don't give a fuck. So bike riding, you know what I'm saying? And some knowledge of sports. Like you ain't like I can't force him to be into sports, but I need him to know the rules of the game, of each game. Just know the rules, and it's up to you whether you want to fucking fuck with it or not. But if ever you find yourself in a situation,
He was doing
because
field hockey shit, wasn't he?
yeah, but I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about sports. I'm not shitting on field hockey. I'm talking about sports. Like, but that goes to being a chameleon. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like there's some man shit. Like, there's some men who not into sports, and I always look at them with a side eye. Like, I could never truly trust a man who is not into any sport. Like, that shit just is like, what?
It's a lot of guys out here.
It is.
And they don't know nothing about sports. And I'm just like, man.
Right? It's like I just don't, and to me, because sports brings that camaraderie for your city, for your team. It's something that brings you together with other people, no matter the ethnicity or something. Like, we could all, if we from the city of Chicago, we rolling with our squad. And you know what it is like when we in the bars and I think, oh my God, when Derrick Rose and them was playing Boston, oh, you know what I'm saying? When Michael's winning championships, niggas was blowing the horn all through the city. Like, it's just a sense of unity. And I just feel like
when the White Sox won the World Series.
Nah, I didn't really feel nothing like that. But when the Cubs won it, when the Cubs won,
oh yeah.
I was with you, Gary, and I damn near punched you.
But you were still happy on the inside. Like, no Chicagoan could deny it. Yes, you was.
Almost punched me.
Yes, you was.
Remember, we was at Tilt to Kill. Remember when the Cubs won the World Series? We was at Tilt to Kill.
I was not with you at all.
Yes, you was. Oh, what's that game 5?
I was not with you when the Cubs won the World Series.
Yes,
so look how nigga's story changed. We was together. No, maybe it was game 3.
I was at Yard House number 1.
Help me.
Not when they won. You was with me. Because that's when
I was at Yard House and we walked all the way to Wrigleyville.
And Rob said you was with.
Oh, Rob, don't get your lie straight, man.
Get that text.
No, brother. We was
not with me.
Niggas is telling on themselves. Niggas is straight snitching.
You must have been with that bitch back then. I knew it.
You told me you was with Gerry, motherfucker.
Don't include me in your lie, dog. You wasn't none. I know you would. I know for a fact you weren't with me.
Yes, we was, brother.
I know for a fact you were with me.
Pull back the receipts, brother. I'm pull back the receipts.
They won game 7. You do know that, right?
I do know that. I do know that.
Die with the lie, Rob. Die with the lie.
So what's that game 6? Do you remember being at Tilted Kill with me when the Cubs were playing?
That was like game 1 or 2. That was not no game 5, dog.
No, it was in Cleveland. It had to be game 6.
Another lesson to teach my sons: be your brother's keeper.
Don't lie on me, man.
Because Gerry was thirsty. He was like, "There's the bus. Here's Rob."
I got you late. I'm just saying, you do remember us hanging out at Tilt to Kill during that series. You do remember that.
I do remember that, but you was not with me when they won the World Series. And you got them
free shots, and we had a good time. I do remember them winning that game.
You was not with me.
And we had a good time.
All right. Well, my story is all.
One, you're not gonna get me in trouble. So you was
first off,
right? Yeah. So and look, then I gotta teach my son self-preservation. Like,
you do remember the game. The game is off, maybe. I think it was game 7, but it's neither here or there. But we can admit we were at Tilted Kill during that series and watching.
Robert, you weren't at Yard House with me. You was not. If you don't remember Yard House, then you wasn't.
Tomato or tomato?
Lies or the truth, whichever one. But
well, we do admit we were together sometime during that
2020. I ain't with that last shit, dog. You go home with that.
Ain't nobody lying. You confirm my story. Maybe the game is off.
Hey, this is the greatest shit on any podcast. A nigga really this nigga's reaching out to him and begging, like, you remember it was me and you. Please.
Oh, he did. He confirmed the story.
No, if anything, this is Rob's fault for even mentioning it and bringing anything up. I ain't said nothing about nothing.
I don't recall.
Stevie J. I mean, it was like 4 years ago. They ain't gonna win again, so
it doesn't really matter. Shit.
But at the end of the day, it was a great time until they won that game, though.
All right, back to Rob. Let it go.
Game 7. That's what happened.
Let it go, Rob. Okay, cool. I'm glad you had that moment of clarity. But yeah. what I found interesting was my set of skills differ from kid, like from my daughter to my son. Like my daughter is more like, first off, I don't even like. I'm with Rob. Like teach her love, I guess. Like I don't know what to teach a woman. Like outside of like how to be loved, and like I can't teach her nothing with her, like her body or nothing. Like I have no fucking idea. Like that's what your mother's for. Like I wouldn't even know where to start. I don't know what to teach her as far as, and then I don't even know if it's sexist for me to make sure she know how to cook. Like make sure you know how to cook a good meal. And it's like, wait, am I like 1950s dad?
No,
Like,
that's not sexist. You gotta make sure
right.
she knows how to cook too.
What I
Right.
what I, man, what I do with the girls, man, I just bond with them, man. I just bond. Just my presence with them is
I'm
just
talking about. No. I'm just talking about like teaching, like things that, and like things you feel like they must know. Like I don't think you could teach this, but I would love if they could, if I could teach them how to like spot the snakes in a sense.
Oh man.
I mean, I think
But see the thing,
that's like an
it's
inherent.
so hard, man.
That's what I'm saying. So then it's like, do I teach them
comes
to
a life
not trust
experience.
nobody? Like, don't trust
I
nobody.
mean, that's inherited. Like, if you know what I'm saying, type of nigga that you is, and people that you had them around, and you know what I'm saying, they'll be able to tell like energy and vibes just like we can. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's some inherited shit. But if they be around a bunch of trifling motherfuckers, shady motherfuckers, then it might be kind of hard.
But you think about it, like the trifling and shady motherfuckers is the ones with the households with the most freedom. Like there's gonna be rules instilled in this house, but then we all had that friend who had that suspect ass family that we could get away with a lot of shit, and that's why they was our guy. Like it's like, oh hell yeah, I know if I go to this crib, nigga, it's no holds bar, nigga. We could see all the we could see these different cable channels, nigga. We could watch sex, you know what I'm saying? Real sex.
All the booty talk about his daddy closet.
Tip drill, BT. Come on, like it's just certain shit that like that's.
I wish we had On Demand back in the day when we was younger.
Oh man,
no,
we wouldn't know how to act.
We'd be even worse, man.
We wouldn't know how to act. I would have watched one movie 7,000 times, nigga.
But what I'm learning, man, children, the biggest teacher is examples, man. They watch you. They watch you what you're doing when you're not talking. So you can tell them. Up? You can tell them everything to you blue in the face, but if your words don't match your actions, they go off that action. You gotta make sure it lines up. And if everything lines up what you're saying, you're leading in the right direction. That's what I'm learning. You can't give kids any wiggle room to defute what you're saying.
Bruh, you know what I like? I'm learning more and more about my son by living with him 5 days out the week. And what I've learned is, I'm like, you know what? He always got these headphones on when he's doing his chores, right? So I'm like, what you listening to? Like, what music you listening to? This motherfucker said, and y'all know how big I am on music, which is why I feel like I'm failing, right? I'm failing. This nigga was like, I listen to this computer-generated music. There is sounds, the mouths are instruments, and it sounds, and it's his characteristic of his music, G, is a full sentence. Like, I was sitting there like, you listening to, I was like, so the computer is rhyming to you? Like, well, there's sounds, and it's, I was just like,
that's his bag, man.
And you know what? And bro, it took everything in me to just be like, do not call your son a weirdo. Do not like alienate him. Do not get. I was like, you know what?
Y'all done laughed in his face.
I said, look, check this out. I said, oh, really? And I was like, yo, can I hear some? He's like, no. Because he knows then I'm probably going to be like,
eat him up, man.
But this is what I did, right? So I said, okay. Like, I was like, son, so you know how I showed you we do our movie nights and I put you on to old movies and shit. Like, I try to expand I was like, look, I don't want to judge your music, but I do feel like it's necessary that I expand your music knowledge. Like, just please.
Why are you having that type of conversation with him? You should just snatch some headphones off his head. Say, hey, nigga, listen to this.
Cause see, then that causes trauma. See, then you judging. See, you can't. You got to be very tactical how you cover these kids, bro. It is. You can't rip headphones and be like, nigga, this is trash.
I'm just saying, rip it off his head. Like, let me listen to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you gotta?
Cause that's his space, bro. He 13. That's his world. I'm not finna just like bum rush and be like, let me know everything you're listening to. Or this shit is over. Like, no, like,
what does it sound like, bro?
I couldn't tell
you. Look it up on YouTube.
Yeah, right. Facts.
Look it up on YouTube.
I'm gonna type in sentence, but
they got it on a 9-hour loop.
Rob, I need you to chill.
Look it up on YouTube.
I know, but I don't like the way how hard Rob is laughing. Like now you laughing at my son, and I'm ready to whoop your ass. I'm gonna pull up.
You brought this into this.
I understand. I understand, and there's a limit of laugh I'm gonna respect. But this nigga's in tears. Yourself, like no, I ain't doing it to my. Like you don't gotta cry about it. Like look at him. Look at him. We all had our. Look at this nigga. Like he can't even breathe. Like no.
It's like I hear my interpretation.
You gonna hear me pulling up, nigga, and asking you for the fade. That's what you gonna hear. Man. Control yourself. All right. So what I did was, Rob, I'm gonna fuck Rob up. So what I did
I'm gonna mute myself.
Yeah, you mute yourself. Yeah. So what I did was, I hate this nigga, man.
I did this man just.
Oh shit.
So what I did was I was like, you know what? So I got Tidal. So I said, fuck it. I'm gonna download Tidal on his phone, right? And I put him together a playlist of something I think could remotely come close to whatever the fuck it is he listed. So I put some Tyler the Creator, you know what I'm saying, some Chance Acid Rap, I put some Lupe. I just tried with a different of
so you equated the computer sounds to that rap.
I said, yo, this is about because I'm not finna play no Mobb Deep Shook ones on his that's like that's so far away from what I even imagine his music sound like. But this is what I'm dealing with, and this is just what I want y'all to know. Like, I don't know if y'all had this conversation about music. Well, I mean, because I know we dealing with two of them with two younger ones, and Breeze's oldest feels like he's got
him. He told me today, every time Pop Smoke come on, Daddy, turn that up.
Yeah, so he's already down the right path.
That's how I know something he fucking with.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, cool.
Anytime tell me turn it up.
But bruh, I mean, I felt like I was playing all that shit in the car. Like, it just didn't resonate with his soul, I guess. So I'm just right now, it's just like.
I mean, well, maybe like a happy medium for y'all might be like house music.
And that's what I was thinking too, which I could do. I could go down that route. You know what I'm saying? Like if you want to hear a bunch of bells and whistles, I started to do that. What's that fucking dude that wears the spaceship helmet? I think he's like a DJ.
Marshmallow or Mellow Man or something like that. I know you're talking about.
No, not the Marshmallow dude. It's a dude that wears a space helmet. The Marshmallow dude wears a marshmallow head. It's another dude. He wears a space helmet.
He's one of them EDM DJs, ain't he?
No, 70s music. 70s, 80s music.
I think that's far out the fucking spectrum. We're trying to baby walk him toward this way, Gary. He's out here. All right. He's where you're at. You see where your background is? That's what his music is. We trying to bring
70s. Have y'all watched? Right. Have you sat down and watched the Temptations or the Fat Heartbeats with him?
And you know what? That's the next thing. I want to see if his head bobs. Like I want to look over there and be like, do you feel that at all?
It sounds like he needs some music with some feeling in it because it don't sound like
there's no soul.
It sounds like
it's not even a person, G.
The
machine created his music, nigga. He is locked in the Matrix. Like, yes, he is in it. But that's what I'm dealing with. But my little nigga, he learned how to ride a bike in 3 days, so we're good. I got one thing off my checklist. So next is
hey man, you know I love you.
We gotta do music. I don't want to talk to you after this either, Rob.
That is definitely.
You know I love you, man.
I don't want to see you till next week.
Definitely on my list as well because you gotta make sure your child is musically inclined. Not
Inclined,
only
yes,
stuff,
yes.
but with the old stuff, because they gotta get carried. That's one thing that I'm happy that my father did pass that down to me, was giving me an ear for music. You know what I'm saying? So I
That's
definitely want
very
to
important.
pass that down to Aiden. Make sure that he, you know what I'm saying? Because you can go a lot of places with music.
And not only that, but like I don't want to sound corny or nothing, bro. But music really does do something for like your soul, yeah, for like your emotions.
It
Like
does.
music
It
really
does.
does influence a lot of how you move. So it's like
Therapeutic.
it is. So it's just like, man, like I need him to be able to find some therapy on his own, but he could run to a place. I don't even know what it sounds like, bro. But I don't even know what a sad sound generated music. Like everybody joke like, oh, just Drake it out for like 2 months, just you broke up with your girl, do your Drake. And then we kind of know what that would sound like. If I told you a machine created your sounds and you was like, I'm sad, and I don't even know what it'll play. Like boop doo boop boom 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 boom. Well, is it a bunch of like Charlie Brown music? Boom ding boom
It'll
boom
be that shit when
boom.
your computer crash.
Yeah, like ding
I
ding
get what
ding.
you're saying, man.
You listening
Hey,
to
but my
A.
son,
Dallas.
yeah,
Choke,
man.
delete.
My son's into music already. He's into the drums, man. He plays it, and he actually makes beats, man.
That's
So
dope. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now. This is the last time I'm gonna share with y'all, because I see that Rob isn't mature enough, and like I thought this was a safe place. But
no,
as hard as Rob laughed, I
it
know
was
he
how
just
you
influenced
presented
a
it,
bunch
man.
of niggas.
You
I'm not sharing
presented
no
it
more.
so
Nah, that's
funny
it.
to me.
That's
You
it.
presented it so
Nope.
funny to me,
Nope. I thought
and I
this.
just had a vision of
I thought
what that
dads could
sound
come
was.
here and really discuss our concerns and how we give it up every day. But I see now.
Hey man, what's the noise? What's the sound again?
I'm good.
Look it
I'm
up on
good.
YouTube, dog.
I'm good. But
That's what you
YouTube.
said. That's what you did.
They got 9-hour loop videos for it.
oh shit, it was one of y'all said something I wanted to ask about. It was actually Rob who said something that I wanted to. Is it? No, it wasn't fear. Fuck, I forgot what it was. But it was a good question. But so yeah, we pretty much got the gist of what we came here to get. Anybody else got something they would like to share in this not so safe space? Or is there anything concerned? Like, oh no, this was the question. Do you feel like we as fathers try to teach our kids our where we feel like we came up short?
Yep.
Oh, definitely.
Well,
Definitely.
Okay.
I made the mistake for you not to even go down that path.
I think that's the thing of every parent, when they all the mistakes they made in their life, they want to make sure that they instill, hey, might not want to do this, or hey, this might not be the best thing to do, or
I
hey,
seen how the story ends.
But why? But isn't it almost a problem if we don't instill in them our strengths?
Well, to me, I feel like our like we've all spoke on this and talked about how our kids see our actions. So they see the strengths and the things that we are good at. Mm-hmm. They also focus on the negative aspects of us as well. So just like how Rob was saying, you want to make sure your actions and your words is matching. That's what I'm getting to. Like, they can be like, oh, my dad, he know how to do this, he know how to do that, he know how to do that. But then this nigga also does this.
Oh, he could drink.
And they will focus on the negative aspect of what you do more than the positive. But in the back of their mind, they'll remember, my dad did know how to do all of this stuff.
Oh, that was the other question. Then we can wrap it up. I want to get around the table about this. Do not blurt out the answer. All right, I'm gonna go Breeze, Gerry, Rob in that order. All right, I seen something online that said, "Do you think that your kids deserve explanations and apologies?" Breeze.
It depends.
Okay.
On the circumstance.
All right.
Like,
what would be a circumstance where you ain't got to do it?
Like, nigga, if we in a grocery store, you ask for something, I say no, don't. That's it.
Okay. Yeah, I feel that. No, I feel that. Yeah, for sure.
Now, I mean, if it's like some more real life shit, some pressure shit, like some shit like maybe this Jacob Blake situation, like that's some shit that you know what I'm saying with an explanation. Or if I mean it was a situation yesterday where like I thought I had told Trey something, and then I didn't, so I called him right back like, man, my bad, I apologize. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's what I'm asking. Okay. Yeah, that never happened for me, bro. Yo, applauded. You have been applauded. That never,
Spoke on this in our previous episodes too. You talking about never heard an apology and you still waiting on one?
Hey, never heard it. But I'm curious, like, because the old school mentality is a kid is a kid. You tell them whatever it is. You treat them like how whatever it is. You the adult. It don't fucking matter. But what you do don't require no explanation. And if you fuck up, oh well, I'm still your parent. I ain't apologizing. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. And how do you feel about that, Gary? Do you feel that the kids deserve explanations and apologies? This was a question online, and I was like, oh, this is a good
I
one.
mean, yeah, I do feel like kids need an explanation for things as well as an apology. I feel like they need to know why certain things are the way that they are. Now, so what Bree said, they know in the grocery store, yeah, like
Right.
especially if you've been to the grocery, you've been coming to the grocery store with me all this time, and you know, like at this point, you know you get what you can and can't have.
Dad, I want those sugar McSugary sugar chips.
Like I shouldn't have to say, nah, that ain't in the budget, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's probably like the only explanation I would probably give. That's not a budget, dog.
It's not in the budget.
Not in the budget.
But why? You're rich. Because you know you're rich to your kids. You're fucking Jeff Bezos. We're all Jeff Bezos to our kids. Because they don't, what the fuck do they know? Like,
that's why it's important to the financial aspect.
That financial part, yeah.
Making sure you instill that in them at a very young age. Like I'm working with him now, $5. That's all he got as far as visible money that he can see. And if he was like, I want cookies, I'd be like, all right, you see this $5? Boom, $150 gone. Now you got $350, son. You want some other stuff? You want to use all your $5 right now? All right, boom, you use up all your $5. Now it's a grocery store that's like right down the street from our house. So we go for walks every day. So it's like, you want some Skittles? You use up all your $5, so you can't get nothing. You don't have no money. So like he's starting to learn. Hey, I got this amount of money. I might need to see how I can manage this out for me. So like I am working with him on it.
Damn, that nigga's gonna be a financial genius, nigga. For real.
It's not about like one thing I wish that I would have had like as a child, like is have that laid out to me and like shown like I had a bank account, but the finance, like knowing how to balance a checkbook and like that stuff I learned on my own.
Yeah, same.
So, like, I want to make sure that he knows that stuff before he's 18. I want to start to talk to him about like stocks and investments and stuff when he gets in high school, so he can know like, hey, there's other options out here to make money. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, my homeroom teacher was teaching us how to balance a checkbook, and I gave that bitch hell. That's only because I ain't like her. But the lesson she was teaching, now that I look back on it, I was like, I was a piece of shit, because that was pretty important. But Rob, how you feel about the explanations, apologies?
Oh yeah, I think children need both. They need to see both. But there's just certain things that's just non-negotiable. Like, we're not gonna have this talk. Like going to bed, stuff in the store, like stuff like that. But like stuff that you see, or me going overboard and going extra, yes, I need to draw you back in. Apologize to you. You know what? I was a little bit much. You get what I'm saying? Reel them back in. And I think that's we all can agree. Growing up, we seen a lot of going the extra mile, but I'm an adult, you're a child. No, this can turn into trauma, Mr. Adult.
It can turn into me.
You get what I'm saying?
It can turn into me.
You need to reel me back in. My heart is
I don't even know love.
You get what I'm saying? So I think it's just a balance, but everything is a balance.
Knowing that apologize teaches you compassion.
You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, and explain them to them why. Like, you know, I'm not apologizing to for what I said, but how I said it to you is what I'm apologizing for, because how it could be
misconstrued.
Exactly. And yeah, that's the word I'm looking for.
I got you,
There's
Rob.
another word I'm looking for. How it can be
I got
interpreted.
you,
How it can be interpreted. How it can be interpreted.
Mm-hmm.
And that effect is what I'm apologizing for. So,
man, look, let me tell you something. I like you niggas, man. For real. Y'all some real dads, nigga. And we all got a different dadding style, which I've noticed. I don't know if y'all picked up, but we all got a different technique when it comes to dadding. But we all got it's like a central thing to get there. Like, it's dope. Y'all niggas is dope. Y'all got to really look at yourself and be like, you know what? We're good. I would have any one of you guys as dads, maybe except Rob. Because I feel like Rob would hug me too much. There's certain thing as being hugged too much. And I feel like Rob would just give me too much. And I'd be like, bro, dad, chill. Like,
but I love you.
Right. See, and I feel like I get that.
This
a
is
nigga
what
just
love
coming
looks
in
like.
8:30 during the playoffs,
like,
look at me. Love. And I'll be like, dude, I got it. Yeah, no.
Go to my room, Dad. Go to my room, Dad.
Yeah, fire. Man, that's it though. That's it. That's all I had, man. That was a good talk. I think we reached some real shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm still fucking Rob up though, so be on the lookout for that footage. I need the views on my YouTube anyway. So I'm a game 40 Glock this nigga. So just know that's a strong possibility. And with that, man, 4 Dads Only, we are out, man. Make sure when you listen to our shit, you doing it on Spotify, you sharing it, man. Don't be keeping these laughs to yourself, all right? If you know a father, or if you know a mother who'd be interested, because I know they all up in here. Hi, moms. Hi. Fuck is. You saw the title and was like, we're coming in this bitch. Hi, moms. Yeah. Show us that love, man. Comment, share it, do all that good shit. All right, and with that, man, we are all out.